Welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll learn how to revert a committed change in Git, right? So in Git, the term revert is used to revert some changes. The git revert command is used to apply revert operation. So here basically we are going to learn how to revert the committed change using git revert command, right? So here you can see I have a repository is called singleton design pattern underscore 3, which is having a branch hotfix underscore new, right? So this, let's see how many branch do we have for this repository. For that you will have to type git branch, right? And here you can see there are three branch. We have a develop, hotfix and master, right? But currently my git is pointing to the hotfix underscore new branch, right? Now let's say take a scenario where you make some changes in your code and you committed the changes, but afterwards you realize that okay, I have made changes in the some wrong branch. So in that case you wanted to revert those changes from that branch, right? And so how we can revert those kind of committed change, that we are going to learn in this video tutorial. Yeah, so this branch hotfix underscore new right now I have imported in my Eclipse, and here I'm going to make a couple of change, like I'm going to add, let's say I'm going to add a Java doc over here, right? So I have added author name and just going to write singleton design pattern, something like that. So just I have added a Java doc over here, and let's say I'm going to add one more file here. I have added one changes I have done in the Java doc, and second thing, just I'm going to create one more Java file just to save some time. Just I have created a file with test.java with main method, and here just I am going to print a message. In real scenario you can have some other code, right? If I run, let's test this guy. If I run, then I get the output. And now if I go to the git and if I do git status, right? When I do git status, then here you can see there are a couple of untracked file is showing, right? So there is change in the Java singleton.java and corresponding generated class file, and test.java, which is newly added basically class. So these two is modified class and this one is newly created file. That's what git is telling me. You can see this I mean the status of these two files is modified, but status of this file is untracked file, right? Because we haven't committed these changes till it in our repository, right? Let's say I'm planning to add these changes in my staging area. So how we can do that? For that you will have to type git add and period, so that these all changes will be added into the staging area. If I do git status, then here you can see now all these changes have been added into the staging area. Now I want to commit it, right? So for that we have a git commit and then hyphen m, and then we'll have to specify commit message. So I'm going to adding new test file, right? So that commit message I have specified. Now I'm going to press enter. So now this file has added into my local repository. Now I realize that okay, I have checked in this file in my hotfix underscore new, but I was supposed to add these files in some other branch like develop, right? So just I decided to revert these changes whatever I have committed right now, right? So for that, first of all you need to get the commit ID for this. So how we can do that? You have to do git log when I do git log, then git log is showing there are several commit happened in the past, and that all commit has a commit ID. Here you can see. So basically Git is using SHA algorithm to generate a commit ID for every commit, and that's the unique one, right? So here this commit ID, all the commit has been displayed in the chronological order. So this is the latest commit what I have done, and you can see this is the commit message we had given, adding new test file, right? Before that I had done this commit. For that, this is the commit ID we have. So let's say how we can revert our changes. So we can revert our changes by using git revert command, and there you can specify your commit ID, right? Let's say if I commit, let's say I have decided to revert my changes for the only latest commit, then we will use this commit ID. If you would like to revert your changes for this commit ID, then you may use this commit ID, right? If you use this commit ID, then whatever 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 commit, whatever stuff you have committed after this committed ID, all will be reverted. But I am going to use this revert ID, which is our latest. Basically I'm going to use this commit ID, which is our latest committed stuff. Now here you can press Q to exit from this log. Now I'm going to use git revert, and I'm going to paste this ID, right? So before pressing enter, let me explain you. If I revert these changes from committed local repository, then whatever stuff we have added in this workspace, that is going to basically delete. So test.java will be deleted, and whatever changes we have done over here, this is going to delete as well. So let me run this command. Now I ran this command, but this git ID has displayed the default configure notepad, right? This is the editor. So there, if you would like to change your committed message, then you can change that message as well. But I don't want to change that message, so I press I press colon then WQ, and I would like to exit from this editor. Now here you can see this has been deleted, this test.java, as well as whatever modification I had done in the existing file. So if I go to the here my Eclipse, then here you can see committed stuff has gone away, and if I refresh this one, then test.java has gone away, right? So make sure that if you are doing revert operation, then whatever changes you had done in your workspace, that is going to lose. Keep in mind. So that's all I have in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.